How about them Buffalo Bills? Yo ho ho, Don Mafia. Welcome to yet another edition of the Don Mafia Report. And might I say, I am always thrilled to make videos about the Buffalo Bills. But when we have such a dominating win like we had last night, Monday Night Football, it just puts a little extra pep in my step. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw me tweet this right after the game. I believe that this was the Bills' best performance in the entire year of 2020, perhaps in the past couple of years. I know a lot of people think that the Seahawks win was a bit more convincing, but if you were to look at the Buffalo Bills in whole, offensively, defensively, special teams, this was probably the most consistent, complementary football I have seen in quite some time. And if the Buffalo Bills can continue to do this, then people better watch out, bro, because we're going straight to Tampa this time come February, if that's the case. Del Mafia, once again, this is going to be my report card video. Huge spoiler alert, I'm going to be giving out a shit ton of A's. And so once again, we're going to rank our offense, our defense, and our special teams, give them respective grades. First off, I need to give a giant shout out to today's sponsor, and that is Sided. Sided is this awesome app that allows you to debate your sports takes. And if you have a really good take, then you have a chance of winning prizes such as Amazon gift cards or even cash money down the road. In fact, I have a debate on Sided right now arguing whether or not that Josh Allen is an elite quarterback. Do me a favor, hit that link and vote. And feel free to go on ahead and give like your hottest sports take. The person who makes the most sense is going to win an Amazon gift card from Sided, so it should be pretty cool. So I highly recommend that not only you download Sided, you follow me, but go on ahead and vote for Josh Allen, as in he is an elite quarterback, because you know for a fact that Dolphins fans are about to be trolling the hell out of that debate. So download Sided today. Del Mafia, like I said, this was hands down one of the most impressive performances I have seen from the Buffalo Bills in a very, very, very long time. And I think we need to start off with our offense. I mean, at the end of the day, Josh Allen absolutely balled the fuck out, right? Like going into this game, you can rewatch my preview. I said that the San Francisco 49ers were about to be running a lot of zone because I didn't think that they would have any luck manning up against Beasley or Stephon Diggs. It was funny because you watch the entire game and they started off playing a heavy zone scheme, and then once they realized that Josh Allen was completely carving them up like Thanksgiving dinner, they decided to switch over to man coverage, and they ended up getting burned that way. Nothing they could do to Josh Allen was screwing him up. When he was being blitzed, I'm pretty sure he only missed 2 passes as far as completion is concerned. When he wasn't being blitzed, he only missed 1. This kid was firing on all cylinders, finishing with an 80% completion rate, 4 touchdowns, spreading it across the field. I know that he was charged the fumble, but let's be honest, that was not his fault. That was all Zach Moss. All in all, this offense really, really impressed me, especially since John Brown was not on that field. I was actually super nervous going into this game that missing weapon was going to sort of limit Josh Allen, but nope. Not at all. He utilized absolutely everybody. Isaiah McKenzie, Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, who had a damn career day. Same with Gabe Davis. Like this entire offensive scheme was absolutely impeccable. And so I do know that the first quarter was less than impressive. I mean, it was legitimately just 2 drives, 2 of the longest drives I've ever seen, and then 2 of the shortest drives I have ever seen from both. There was some kinks that needed to be worked out of the armor, but the second, third, and fourth quarter, holy hell, it was all Buffalo Bills. It was absolutely all Buffalo Bills. And there was just no mistakes, right? There really wasn't. If there was any improvement that I would have to give to our offense, and the only reason our offense is not getting an A+ at this point, is our run game still leaves a lot to be yearned for, right? I mean, I know Devin had a couple of pretty nice runs. Zach Moss had a damn fumble. I really want our run game to step up a little bit, but I mean, if our passing game just seems to be this consistent and this good on a regular basis, and I'm completely okay with it. I just think our running game still needs to step up. But regardless, once you combine the fact with Josh Allen's performance, Cole Beasley lighting it up, Stephon Diggs surpassing 1,000 yards, Gabe Davis finally seeming to be comfortable within this offense. Our offense is lights out, baby. And so the Buffalo Bills get a flat A from Jaboy. All right, so now it comes down to the Buffalo Bills defense. Now, make no mistake, right? I am not concerned about the touchdowns that the San Francisco 49ers put up in garbage time, right? I was legitimately scrolling through Twitter, and I was looking through my live stream, live chat, saying, oh my God, look at our defense. We can't put teams away. We can't put teams away. That last offensive touchdown was clearly prevent. And so the touchdown before that for the San Francisco 49ers, at the end of the day, when your team has a game in the bag, and the Buffalo Bills coaching staff knew that, they're going to tell their defense to take the foot off the gas. It's a lot different from telling your offense to take the foot off the gas. That should absolutely never happen. But when it comes to your defense, especially after it took us so long to get healthy again, you're going to do that. I was not concerned about the San Francisco 49ers marching it down the field late in the game just to put up and pad some stats so it's not too embarrassing for them. Overall, our defense played lights out. Tremaine Edmonds, best game of the season by him by far. Matt Milano coming out, dude, finally, so glad you're back. His presence was definitely felt. Tre'Davious White with yet another interception, has intercepted the ball 3 out of the last 4 games, and Micah Hyde had a damn day. This entire defense, when healthy, has absolutely been balling out, and I'm really excited to see what they can do against more high-powered offenses. Now, I'm not going to give the defense an A because of one name and one name only, and that's going to be Levi Wallace. Levi Wallace continues to be a weakness for us. I mean, he has his moments where he makes great plays. He's in opportunities. He's in spaces where he can make a game-changing play for this team, but quarterbacks consistently gravitate toward that guy, and they just pick on him on a regular basis, and he was getting picked on for the most part the entire damn game. He's not the worst CB2 on the face of the planet. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I think the Buffalo Bills, one of their primary needs this offseason is drafting a CB2 so we can have 2 lockdown corners on both sides of the field. I don't think Levi Wallace is the long-term answer, and in my opinion was the only downside of our defense that entire game. I mean, our defensive line, while they didn't sack Nick Mullins at all, they were giving great pressure, a couple of quarterback hits, causing him to throw that one interception to Trey White, and then that other one as well. I mean, it finally seems like our defense is clicking on all cylinders, and we're getting hot at the right point. As far as my overall grade for this defense is concerned, I'm going to have to give them, I'm going to say an A-. I really, really am. An A-. I really want to see them go on ahead and perform tremendously once we play the Steelers coming off of their first loss this past week in Buffalo. I think it's going to be a defensive shutout type game. So we're going to have to see. The best defense is going to win on Sunday, but we'll get into that later on this week. And then finally, special teams. I mean, Tyler Bass, I am so sorry that I ever doubted you those first couple of weeks. I know you missed a couple of field goals, but for the most part, I mean, you've been Bass-o-matic lately, baby. I mean, you've been drilling it. I mean, there's still a couple of kicks that give me some heart palpitations because you always seem to fade off right and it just sort of curves right in every single time. I mean, maybe that's something I need to get used to, but I mean, Bass was tremendous once again. And then Bojorquez, dude, man, didn't punt until the last 3 minutes of the damn game, and when he did, he booted a 68-yard butte. And so as far as other special teams is concerned, we really didn't give up any massive plays when it came to kick returns. Same with punt returns at the end of the day. I mean, our guys were making tackles. There was a couple of times where we ended up stopping them right in their own 20 when they attempted to go on ahead and bring it back out. So overall, I would say that special teams had an A as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I really try to be as realistic as possible when I give these grades, but I mean, I even went back and rewatched the game, trying to find things that I could be nitpicky about, and every single unit on this football team played absolutely lights out. Of course, minus maybe our run game and Levi Wallace, but the other portions of those rooms ended up making up for that, and the most important thing is that we ended up getting the dub. Ladies and gentlemen, the Buffalo Bills are 9-3. This is big. This is big. I mean, we have 4 games left right now. Obviously, we have the Steelers, which is going to be scary. Then we have the Broncos, who could be a trap game. Who knows? The Patriots, and then the Dolphins. we have a very, very strong likelihood of finishing this season out 12-4. And so right before the season started, I said our ceiling is 13-3, and I'd say more realistic is going to be 11-5. I'm stepping back on that, and I think what's realistic in my head is going to be 12-4. And ladies and gentlemen, that would be a tremendous, tremendous finish to the 2020 season. And if we can go in there, host a playoff game, dare I say, win a couple, maybe host the AFC Championship, then this is going to be a damn good season. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a football team that we should be proud of. And I think if anybody on the face of the planet deserves it, it's us. Don Mafia, thank you so much for tuning in to yet another edition of the Don Mafia Report. Do me a favor, leave a comment. What do you think your grades are for the performance last night? And subscribe, smash the fuck out of that like button. And before I let you go, always remember, let's go Buffalo.